Hi, this is Nancy. I want to welcome you to part of my garden. This is my new raised beds, and they were built early this spring out of hemlock that I bought from a local lumber mill, and they were preserved with an eco stain that is very safe to use, and I'm hoping they'll last a really long time. Surrounding my vegetable garden are pollinator patches. These are also pretty new. They were just started last year. I also use a lot of containers in my veggie garden. This is a smart pot with sugar snap peas. And as you can probably see, there's lots of sugar snap peas that are ready for harvesting today. These were planted in the middle of April. That's Rocco the rooster. This is El Campaign, which is a very tall yellow flower that blooms in the summer, and these all came up from seed that I sowed from seed that I saved. And there I have bee balm, which loves my wet soil. It looks like a lot of weeds down here, but there's a lot of seedlings of El Campaign. There's some Vernonia seedlings. There's some catnip, which my cat Buddy, who's over here hanging out with me, he is my garden buddy. He comes out when I come out and loves to go in the garden with me, and then comes in when I go in. These are my tomatoes, and this is garlic that was in the soil from last year that I didn't really remember to harvest, so I've been harvesting the scapes. Here's a scape right now, and you're supposed to take these off in order to stop the flowers from sapping energy from the garlic. Because this was left for a couple of years, it's actually going to be tons and tons of little garlics. I may not even harvest it. I might just leave it here. And I just put in a new milkweed, showy milkweed, which I'm experimenting with. I have a lot of common milkweed. Here is a pot of colorful annuals that I planted just to try them out. There's the new Gomphrena that has the purple flowers and the yellow leaves. There's the little Cufia that has the yellow leaves and the pink flowers. There's that Snapdaddy Snapdragon that I love so much. Yellow Lantana for the hummingbirds and pollinators, and a red Cosmos in the middle. Now here's the veggie bed, and what I do with the veggie bed is I'm really doing what I just read on Facebook that Vita Sackville West does, which is cram, cram, cram. Besides the tomatoes, I have basil, rosemary, lemon gem edible marigolds. This is a self-sown dill that came in on the soil that we moved from somewhere else. I popped in some onions along the edges. Snapdragons, which attract lots of bumblebees, and tomatoes are pollinated by bumblebees. These are my pathetic tomato cages that are ancient. I don't know how they're going to work. They're really not going to work. I'm going to put these stakes in, and probably even more stakes. And these are the newer tomato cages. Here's one tomato that's very wilty looking. It's Carmela's Hearts. And we've all found that Carmela's Hearts are a little bit wimpy at the beginning, but they do grow back. This is a wheelbarrow that had tons of spinach in it. And now I'm growing dahlia tubers that a friend brought in and gave to NatureWorks. This is the raised bed I put in last year. More sugar snap peas, yum, yum, yum. Finishing up harvesting the lettuce. I still have 3 heads left. Oh, look at all the little insects on the sweet alyssum. That's exactly what we want to see. Those are the beneficial insects. That's so cool. Look at them all. Wow. Hi there. Parsley. Some more self-sown stuff, some daisies and some feverfew. Over here is another raised bed with oregano and more flowers, and beyond it is a massive stand of milkweed, a wheelbarrow with more red cosmos and a small tomato, another pot of pollinator flowers, and I just put in 9 quart-size Iris prismatica, which I think will work really well in between the milkweed. There's also a lot of Rudbeckia triloba, some Asterumbulatus, a whole bunch of other natives growing in here. So I'm going to see what happens. It's kind of the way I garden. I just kind of smother something, mess around, see what happens. And at the end, there's a couple of comfreys. And this bed backs up to my most magnificent elderberry. So I hope this inspires you to plant more food in your garden. there's always room for more, and just keep planting. This is Nancy from NatureWorks, live from her garden. I hope to see you soon at the garden center. Bye-bye.